Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Janet and I run a depop and website called Primarie Studios where I sell secondhand and vintage fashion. Today I am doing a little bit of a thrift haul. I went shopping at Goodwill a few days ago, maybe about a week ago, and I found a lot of good stuff. I also have a few items that I want to share that I also got from Savers, but the bulk of the items will be from Goodwill. All of these things are things I thrifted from my shop, so they will be available if you're interested in any of them. Let's just get into all the finds. So this is the bag of Goodwill finds that I got. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. I almost never find that much stuff at Goodwill, at least the one that I normally go to, but I decided to go to a few different ones in like a little bit further out, and I actually found a lot more stuff. So the first item that I am taking out of the bag is this really fun cropped red denim kind of blazer jacket. I just thought it was really interesting. It kind of reminds me of Jessie from Toy Story. I feel like it also aligns with the new coastal cowgirl aesthetic, which is pretty much just like summer cowgirl. You can see a little bit of like yellow and red. I've seen this brand name before, which is Ellen Tracy. I feel like it's more of like a 90s Y2K brand, and I definitely feel like this kind of looks like that. It's kind of unusual to see a red denim jacket. There's also this one image that I saved on Pinterest a long time ago that really inspired me. I'll put the picture on screen, but I feel like I really like that kind of vibe. So when I saw this, it reminded me of that, and I wanted to pick it up because it's a really cool find. The next item, I'm not actually sure if it's actually a woman's dress. It might be a kid's or junior size because the brand name is Youth Guild. It's from the 50s and it has this really cool texture to it. It also has a more empire waist, and you can see that it has that little bow in the front right there. What I really love is actually the back. Just look at those buttons. I really feel like this is giving me like Breakfast at Tiffany's vibes. It'd probably be more around like a woman's extra small. So it's a mini dress silhouette, and it has like the black textured material, the buttons on the back, a bit more of like a rounded square neck, and an empire waist. I just love it. It just has all these really beautiful details to it, and I rarely come across, you know, pieces that are older than like the 80s, and the fact that this is probably from the 50s is just really cool. It's just so gorgeous, and I feel like it'd be just a really nice dress to wear for, I don't know, like graduation or something like that. Such an iconic piece. Next item is another dress, and it's from BCBG. But the main reason I picked it up is because I thought the tag was super cool. I've never seen a BCBG dress with this label before, and when I researched it, it's from the 90s. This also is a very like Audrey Hepburn Breakfast at Tiffany's type of dress. It has like a higher neckline and has a very full midi-length skirt with some pleats. The tag is kind of really worn out, so it's hard to say for sure, but the material definitely feels like a kind of a silk chiffon. It has all these really nice luxurious details that make it really fun and feminine and just so beautiful. Okay, the next item is a pair of shorts, and they are from the brand Red Star. I'm pretty sure they're 80s, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be maybe a little bit later. I also liked how these are a bit of a longer length. It's just a really nice light wash, great for summer. It also has this interesting like little subtle stitch detail right there. It's a size 33. I just feel like this length is just perfect for summer. You don't feel super exposed, but it's a shorter length, so you don't have to worry about like getting really sweaty or anything. Okay, the next item is kind of random. I usually would have picked something like this up, but it is this cropped Abercrombie tee, long sleeve, and it's also made out of a waffle knit. It's from either 2010 or 2012. Abercrombie in general, I feel like has recently popped up in popularity, and I just really liked the logo because even though it's not vintage, it kind of looks vintage. I really like waffle knits. I don't know, they feel just a little bit more like cozy. So the next two pairs of pants I was really surprised to find at Goodwill. They are both vintage denim, and I was just like browsing through the racks, and I noticed these two were kind of like put together, so I'm assuming that maybe someone else was looking at them and they put it back together. But they're both vintage denim, and they're both really amazing. And this first one I love so much, and it's from the brand Jordache. I've run into this brand a few times before, and they just always have really great denim pieces. But the best part is the back. Look at the stitching on the pocket with the little Jordache tag right there. It is just so beautiful, and it's in amazing condition. It has this kind of classic blue denim wash, and it has a raw hem on the bottom. A bit more of kind of like a straight to bootleg cut, I would say. And they're in a size 36. So really gorgeous piece. I really wish it fit me, but it does not. But I just love jeans that have a little bit of an extra detail, especially when it's a stitching. I feel like it just makes it so much more special than just a regular pair of jeans that doesn't have any detail like this. Okay, so the next one, as I mentioned before, is also a pair of vintage jeans from Goodwill, and this one is from the brand Wrangler, which is a very classic denim brand. I really like this one because I feel like the cut is very interesting. It almost feels like a trouser to me, but it's not. I also really love the pockets on this one. You can see the vintage Wrangler tag right there and the stitching details. And I also really liked how it had this little horse embroidered onto the inside pocket. I think this is also technically like a junior's size. It says it's junior size 13. So I would say if it's like a woman's size, it's probably closer to like a 25 maybe. I just love it. Wrangler is always such a solid brand to find too. So I'm never gonna say no when I find a cute pair of denim, especially when it has all these like fun details on it too. The next item I picked up just mainly because it was on sale and I thought the graphic was cool. I looked it up and apparently it's like a Drake summer 2016 like band tee. It has absolutely no tags, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought that the graphic was cool. It's kind of in this worn in black long sleeve tee. I don't actually listen to Drake at all, so I don't know any of his songs. It's just a cool tee. So I picked it up and hopefully it's authentic. I have no idea, but I just thought it was a nice thing to find. Okay, the next item is from Goodwill as well, as all of these are, and it is a leather jacket. They put this leather jacket as just like a regular men's leather jacket, so it was only $10, which is amazing. It's from the 90s brand Esprit, and it's a very classic like collared, not super oversized, but like just a nice classic black leather jacket. This next top is from the Hard Rock Cafe, and it's a vintage 90s top, single stitch as well, so that is an added bonus. I just liked it, and I like how the city for this one is New York. Hard Rock Cafe stuff I feel like always does well. So this is my first time finding Hard Rock Cafe at the thrift store, and it's in pretty good condition. There's just like a few small stains on there, that not really a big issue, so good piece, very easy to wear. This next dress that I found is so gorgeous, and I can't believe I found this. I think it might be handmade because I could not find any kind of like brand label or tags on it, and it's just so gorgeous. I think it might be like late 70s, early 80s, but it's a maxi length prairie dress in this beautiful kind of eyelet or broderie anglaise. I don't know exactly how to say it, but I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see for yourselves. But it has all these wonderful details, like it has these puff sleeves, this little ruching ruffle detail in the front, big full skirt on the bottom. I think it could be worn as like a casual wedding dress if you're doing like an outside wedding or something. It's just so pretty, and I loved it, and I couldn't believe I got it for I think around like $8 to $10. This is a perfect piece to wear for spring and summer as well. Like even for a festival, I feel like this would be really gorgeous. It definitely feels like it's handmade just looking on the inside, but I don't know for sure. But it's just a lovely gown, and I'm really glad that I found it. But I told you there was a lot of stuff. And this one was hanging on like the rack where they are going to start putting it into like the regular racks. And I snatched it up, and it is this really cute pleated skirt, and the brand is Marc Jacobs, which is kind of like a mid-level luxury brand. It's in a small checkerboard print as well, and it has buttons on the back to get in and like a zipper. A very nice piece to have for spring, and I feel like it will also transition well into summer and fall if you wore tights with it. So the last item from Goodwill is this overalls. They are kind of more of like a long short, as you can see right there. It's from the brand Blue Zone. It's like an 80s or 90s brand. Very nice light wash denim. I feel like it's pretty rare to find overalls at the thrift store because people seem to always be looking for them. But I found this one. I just love it, and I especially love how it has the branded tag on the back right there. I really like it. It's a fun piece, and it's a very classic item to wear in spring and summer. Now let's get into the things that I got from Savers. probably got there about an hour before closing. So not many pieces for me to show you today, but still worthwhile, I think. The first thing that I got from Savers was this, I think it's a kilt, but it could just be a wool plaid skirt. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but it kind of looks like a kilt more to me, but it's pleated on the back. The front part is not pleated, and it's in this really beautiful tartan print. I love the colors on this one as well. I feel like you usually see tartan prints in more of like a red or like a navy or something, but the fact that it's in this green and brown colorway is really beautiful and I love it. The next item, I think I'll save that one for last actually, because that is I think it's the most interesting and cool find. This is another top that I found from Savers. It's this black flouncy top. It definitely seems like it's handmade, like stitching. They use the blue thread and it's like not cut perfectly on the inside, but the outside is very nice. I'm gonna say it's like maybe 70s because I do have a top very similar to this that I got from LA Vintage, and that one is 70s. I just liked how it was black. I really like wearing black in spring and summer too. It's more my style, it's more my vibe, but it definitely has summer vibes because it has the lace and it's very flouncy and lightweight cotton material. Okay, I have another plaid skirt from Savers for you guys. This one is from the brand Liz Claiborne, which is a classic brand. I always find her at the thrift. But it's this black and white kind of plaid midi skirt. I am most likely going to save this one for the fall time. But it's just a really good piece, and I feel like I need to kind of start stocking up for fall because it's my favorite season. I definitely feel like it's my best selling season. This next piece I thought was super cool, and it's from the brand Nanette Lepore. It's kind of like the scuba material, almost neoprene like corset top, and it has a zip in the back. I just really love the seaming details on this. I feel like it really gives a unique kind of fit and look to it. And it is still like the corset style that a lot of people are still into, but I feel like it has a little bit more coverage and it has like a little bit of like a peplum. I feel like this is very like mid 2000s of a silhouette to have this peplum on the bottom, and I do think mid 2000s is going to start coming in again. I think because it has the peplum, it will look really beautiful with a very full skirt underneath, but you could also just wear it with like a pair of jeans or trousers and maybe like a button down underneath. Kind of a unique take on a corset that I wouldn't really expect to see. This final piece I was really excited to find. It's not normally something that I would pick up, but this one was just too good to pass up. I think it is also completely handmade. It has no brand labels, no care tag, no fabric tag or anything. So it's hard to say for sure what it's made out of, but this is a very beautiful, like lightweight butterfly print dress. And the material definitely feels like a silk. But it's also in this bias cut, which is really nice because bias cut items just kind of drape really well on the body. And it's a maxi length, so good for spring, summer, just a very like fun piece. It is a little bit sheer despite the fact that it has a lining. Very beautiful, and I can't believe I found something this fun. Like, it's like really unique too. The handmade stuff that you would find at a thrift store is, you can tell it's handmade, but this one just feels very professional. So maybe it could have been like a sample from like an actual clothing brand as well. It was just too pretty to leave at the thrift store. Okay, so that is everything I found at Goodwill and a little bit of stuff I found at Savers. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I got. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.